To understand why Hamilton left, you have to understand what he was leaving behind. Lewis Hamilton joined Mercedes back in 2013. At the time, everyone thought he was making a mistake. Mercedes hadn't won a championship in decades. He was leaving McLaren, the team that gave him his first title, for a team that many people called a gamble. But Lewis Hamilton doesn't gamble, he calculates. And what followed was the most dominant partnership in Formula One history. 6 world championships, 82 race wins, record after record after record. Hamilton and Mercedes didn't just win, they redefined what winning looked like in Formula One. For over a decade, Mercedes was home. It was family. Hamilton's DNA was in those silver cars, literally and figuratively. So why would anyone in their right mind walk away from that? Because somewhere between 2021 and 2023, something broke. Not just the car, something deeper. In 2021, Lewis Hamilton had the 8th world championship in his hands. And then, in the most controversial final lap in F1 history, it was snatched away. That moment changed him. And then came 2022 and 2023. 2 full seasons, not a single race win. For a man who had won at least once every single year for over a decade, this wasn't just a bad run, it was a crisis. Hamilton kept believing. He kept telling himself Mercedes would fix it. They had the people, they had the resources, they always found a way before. But deep down, something was shifting. He had become, in his own words, comfortable. And for Lewis Hamilton, comfortable is dangerous. I don't like to get complacent and be comfortable. That's really where I was with the long-term relationship I had before. Lewis Hamilton. For a man who has spent his entire life proving people wrong, standing still felt like going backwards. And then came the call. Hamilton had just re-signed with Mercedes. The ink was barely dry. He told the world his future was in silver. And then his phone rang. Ferrari. He later described that moment to Time magazine. And the raw honesty of his words tells you everything. I remember getting off the phone and almost shaking. I was like, oh God. He went for a walk. He meditated for days. And when he finally looked at himself in the mirror, he said his eyes felt calm and present. This was the right thing to do. But why Ferrari? Why now? Because Ferrari didn't just offer Hamilton a contract. They offered him something Mercedes couldn't anymore. A vision. Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, isn't just Hamilton's boss. He's been in his corner since Hamilton was a teenager, racing karts. This is a man Lewis Hamilton trusts completely. And when Vasseur laid out Ferrari's master plan for 2025 and 2026, with sweeping new regulations coming, Hamilton saw something he hadn't felt at Mercedes in years. Hope, real, tangible hope. As Mercedes' own trackside director, Andrew Chauvelin, admitted, he wanted to drive for more years than we were prepared to commit to. Mercedes offered 1 year. Ferrari offered a future. But here's the part that gets overlooked in all the analysis. This was never purely strategic. This was personal. Lewis Hamilton grew up watching Michael Schumacher in red. As a kid sitting in his garage staring at a screen, he watched that scarlet car tear through circuits around the world. And he wondered what it would feel like to be inside it. He told the world exactly this when the move was announced. Every driver growing up, watching the history, watching Michael Schumacher, I think all of us sit in our garage and wonder what it would be like to be surrounded by the red. Hamilton is 39 years old. He knows this is his last chapter. And when the greatest driver in history gets to the final pages of his story, you want to make sure there are no regrets. He didn't just leave Mercedes for Ferrari. He left comfort for courage. He left legacy for longing. He left the familiar for the dream he never let himself chase. So, Leonardo, was it about money? Partially. Was it about the 2026 regulations? Definitely. Was it about Fred Vasseur and trust? Absolutely. But when you strip it all back, Lewis Hamilton left Mercedes for the same reason he's done everything in his career. He refuses to let fear make his decisions for him. Whether it was leaving McLaren in 2012 when everyone laughed at him, or fighting back from 2021 when the sport broke his heart, or signing for Ferrari when the ink on his Mercedes deal was barely dry. Lewis Hamilton has always been willing to start over, and that, more than any championship, more than any record, might be his greatest quality.